Days of Our Lives Monday, June 24 spoilers, EJ confesses to Nicole. Harris leaving Salem, Tate and Holly backlash. Brady and Theresa's bedroom bust, Steve's criminal confession. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Monday, June 24 reveal that Tate Black and Holly Jonas will face some counter-reaction now that Brady Black and Theresa Donovan have caught them together at the Salem Inn. Holly and Tate were in the middle of a make-estual session on the bed, but at least they were completely clothed. Tate also told Holly that there was no pressure to do anything, so he may assure Theresa and Brady of that as well soon enough. Indeed so, Brady and Theresa will scold the teens for sneaking out of Hop together, especially when Holly and Tate were constantly advised to keep their distance from each other. Theresa will presumably mention that Sophia Choi dished to her about Tate and Holly being up to commodity, so Holly may cloud over her bestie's treason. Still, Tate has promised Holly that they all figure commodity out when it comes to their relationship. This might be a good time to point out that they wouldn't have to sneak around if Brady and Theresa would stop being so stubborn about the rules they've assessed Holly and Tate might supplicate for a chance to actually date. But Theresa and Brady may not be in the mood to compromise, at least not when they are so rankled up over the Salem Inn failure. Nicole DiMera and EJ DiMera will get updates on the whole Tate and Holly situation sooner or laterally, but EJ will make a concession to his woman first. Stephen DiMera has been dropping weird hints and keeps having tense exchanges with his family, so Nicole may push EJ to partake what's going on. EJ clearly won't come clean about Jude DiMera, aka Jude Brady's maternity, or the fact that Stephen knows. Rather, Days spoilers say EJ will admit to witnessing Nicole's crapulous kiss with Eric Brady. EJ will no doubt promise that he's over any covetousness he might have felt in that moment. Maybe EJ will admit that it was a mistake driven by booze and act like nothing additional matters now that they have got their son back. Unfortunately, EJ isn't really Jude's natural father, and that secret is bound to come back to hang him at some point. Other Days spoilers say Alex Kyriakis and Maggie Kyriakis will call armistice, so that could involve both particular and professional peace. Maddie and Alex may plan to start getting along better at the office and around the manse. Since Alex is all set to propose to Theresa, he might get Maggie's blessing as well. Next, Harris Michaels will deliver an advertisement that stuns Ava Vitali. There was a tense vibe as Harris eventually caught up with Ava again, and Days of Our Lives offered up some creepy music too. Harris and Ava feel to be teetering on the edge of a split, so will he indeed break effects off and leave Salem? Still, Ava may give further study to her implicit plan to leave city and do some traveling if so. Of course, it's also possible Ava and Harris will manage to work effects out so they can leave as a couple. But Days isn't giving off lift-off, into, the evening together vibes then. Anyhow, it seems likely Harris has been busy lining up another job away, so he may give Ava news on his career change and the move it'll bear. Our prognostications point to some emotional scenes as Steve Burton prepares to exit the part of Harris Michaels. So Days of Our Lives suckers will want to stay tuned. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Ava may have to do some soul searching in the fate. Days of Our Lives Friday, June 21 recap Brady and Theresa's bedroom bust, Steve's criminal confession. Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for Friday, June 21 reveals that Tate Black, Holly Jonas, and Aaron Green all bandied the lousy MC at the Hop, but Sophia Choi dragged Tate off to dance and gave Holly a dirty look. Latterly, Theresa Donovan told Brady Black that she saw Sophia crying in the restroom, but Brady allowed she sounded fine and suggested perhaps Theresa should stay out of all the teen drama. Still, Theresa was induced that by the time the night was over, they'd be busting Tate and Holly together nearly. Tate ultimately faked a terrible headache and informed his parents that he'd decided to walk home. Once Tate left on Friday's Days occasion, Theresa said, "I told you so," as Brady came suspicious as well. Over with Sophia, she gave Holly the news that Tate took off. Sophia pushed Holly to admit she was an item with Tate since she eavesdropped the guys talking at the cantina before. Although Holly tried to explain and apologize, Sophia was lowered and angry over her bestie keeping secrets. Holly hoped that Sophia wouldn't tell her mama, so Sophia acted like she wouldn't and pushed Holly to just chase after Tate. Sophia moped in the fate, but Aaron said he really wanted to ask her to hop before all this went down. Aaron also allowed it was cool of Sophia to cover for Tate and Holly, so she looks shamefaced since she's formally revealed to Theresa before. Once Holly met up with Tate at the Salem Inn, she saw that he'd decked out the room to look like a private hop for just the two of them. Tate conceded there was a bed in the room, but he assured Holly that there was no pressure to do anything. The only reason Tate reserved them a suite was so they could actually be alone for formerly. In the city forecourt on Friday's day's occasion, Leo Stark rehearsed a script he'd written so that he could stand up to his mama, Diana Cooper, during his forthcoming captivity visit. Alex Kyriakis was shirtless during a drill when he came on and asked if he could have Leo's water. Leo reflected on how this kept passing to him since shirtless Mark Green also asked for his water lately. After Leo told Alex about his hassle with Theresa, he admitted he allowed her love for Alex was genuine. That said, Leo refocused out that you could no way be too careful. Brady and Theresa ended up in the city square looking for Holly and Tate, so they asked Leo if he'd seen them. Leo flashed back to watching Tate go inside the Salem Inn followed by Holly, but he also recalled how he promised to keep quiet about their love one time in the Domain. Tripp and Wendy Shin in China to tell him in person that Clyde wouldn't be a trouble presently. Once Leo mulled it over on Friday's Days of Our Lives show, he said he couldn't help Theresa and Brady before bolting. Brady realized Tate presumably wanted some quiet corner to hook up with Holly, so both Brady and Theresa turned to look at the Salem Inn entrance as a light bulb went off. Back in their hostel suite, Holly danced with Tate and participated plenitude of kisses with him. As their make-out session escalated, Tate and Holly sat on the bed, just in time for Brady and Theresa to barge in on them. At the Kyriakis manse, Alex told Justin that he allowed Theresa might be the bone. Justin tried to state enterprises about Theresa's just as an upset father, but Alex claimed Justin wasn't really his father presently and that it was none of his business. Subsequently, Alex peered at Victor Kyriakis' portrayal and sounded inspired over the way Victor always went after what he wanted. Alex was ready to do the same since he'd an engagement ring box in his hand. At the sanitarium, Justin showed up to see Steve Johnson since Kayla Johnson said he might need a counsel. Steve confessed to breaking Clyde Weston out of captivity, but Justin felt confident he could get Steve exploration or time served since Tripp Johnson's life had been at stake. When Justin asked if anyone differently was involved, Steve claimed that he acted alone. At the cantina, Kayla talked to Roman Brady about Ava Vitali and her stopgap that she'd stay gone, but also Ava popped up with her wallet. After Ava's time in Montana, she said she visited Ava, considered extending her trip and traveling some further. But she wanted to know where effects stood with Harris. Michaels. Roman informed Ava that Harris hadn't been back to his room above the cantina yet, so Ava easily had a bad feeling. Ava wondered if perhaps she should just leave Salem, but Roman advised against making any life-changing opinions while she was spurt-lagged and induced her to stay for the breakfast rush hereafter. Ava also got updates on Steve getting shot and rehabilitated, so she asked Kayla if that was ever her fault. Kayla said it wasn't this time, but she was still fed up with Ava and wanted her gone. Once Kayla met up with Steve at the sanitarium, they were on the same runner about him confessing to Clyde's captivity break, so this wouldn't be hanging over them. On Friday's day's occasion, Steve admitted he told Justin that he acted alone, so Kayla wasn't thrilled about him covering for Ava. Eventually, Ava made her way up to Harris' room above the cantina and sounded deep and steady. Suddenly, Harris appeared in the doorway and participated a tense look with Ava as unsettling music played. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Harris is about to deliver a stunner, so we'll bring you more prognostications on how he'll blindside Ava. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.